Ja Morant, by the way, saved Memphis last night. Incredible dunk, layup at the buzzer. I have not been watching a lot of the NBA, but I will make this argument. When I have been watching, do you know what's completely vanished? All politics. Maybe it's because LeBron James is not in the NBA anymore. Maybe it's because the NBA has put out the kibosh on anybody discussing anything political in nature. But all of a sudden, the super woke NBA, all coverage of anything political related at all associated with the league has vanished. And you know what's happened as a result? Ratings have started going back up. This is not rocket science, guys. People act like I'm crazy when I say, hey, less politics in sports means more people watch. NBA, NFL, Major League Baseball, NHL, it doesn't matter. The number one way to destroy your audience is by lecturing them about politics. The number one way to return it is by just playing the sport, entertain people. And it's amazing. The NBA has put the kibosh. They put out the code red on politics. I haven't heard a single political statement made by an NBA player in what feels like forever. And they've started to tick their ratings back up. Now, maybe it's also because LeBron James is not involved. I think that probably ends up helping things. But it is kind of intriguing how often people say and fight with me when I say, if you get woke, you go broke. And then what happens? You get unwoke and you start to make money again. It's not rocket science. I feel like I could be hired. Maybe Disney needs to understand this. Maybe they'd still have their special treatment in the state of Florida if they had just allowed themselves to be an entertainment company. You're entertainers. Entertain, and more money comes in. As soon as you start lecturing on sports and politics, you lose. Now, some people say, well, Clay, you talk about sports and politics. Well, one, they made it impossible for several years not to. But I'm not really in the sports business. I've always been in the opinion business. I'm opinionated about sports, yes. But I'm opinionated about Game of Thrones. I'm opinionated about politics. I'm just opinionated. Outkick is and always has been in the opinion business. Now, sports is our foundation. But if you go back and read the earliest days of Outkick, what I've always been is telling you exactly what I think. You listen to me back on the radio when I did local radio in Nashville. Every day I tell you exactly what I think. Now, every day I tell you exactly what I think. The difference is I've got the biggest radio show in the country, and I could share you my opinion on anything under the sun. I used to just have a sports show. Now let's continue to expand as more and more people care about what I have to say.